So get yourself on a chair and make sure you're just slightly forward to the edge of the chair with your feet flat on the floor, equal pressure through your feet, knees soft, and lift up through the body. So you want to roll the shoulders back, get a feeling of lengthening through the spine so that you're not slouching forwards, keeping the chest lifted. Starting off from the head, we're going to work our way to the shoulder movements, but with the neck movement, look down towards the floor, come back up and look up towards the ceiling. So these movements just want to take as far as is comfortable. If you've got any tightness on the sides of the neck, you might find you get a little bit more movement as you go through the range. One more up to the ceiling, come back to the middle, and this time turn to the side. Again, you might just want to go quarter range. Take the movement nice and steady. Feel any stretch. You might find you get a little stretch up towards the front of the collarbone. Ease into any stretch, but don't go into any pain. Nice, smooth, gentle movement. Lovely, back to the centre, and this time tilt. So you're aiming for ear towards your shoulder. Come back to the centre. Again, when you do tilt the head over, don't let the other shoulder lift, so keep drawing down and level through the shoulders. Just go as far as is comfortable. Get a good stretch into the top of the shoulder and along the side of the neck. You might feel a little pull at the base of the skull as well if you've got a little bit of tightness. One more each way. And back to the centre. This time bring the shoulders up and lower back down. Again, if there's any tight spots, try and keep the movement equal side to side so you don't feel like one shoulder is lifting higher than the other. Shrug up and drop down, keeping the mid-body position long. Two more. And then we're going to go into a shoulder roll. So backward movement, lift forwards, upwards, back and down. You can keep your hands on the tops of your thighs. That gives you a little bit more support. Again, movement, you can go as far as is comfortable. They don't have to be particularly big rolls. If you have any soreness, tightness, just work into that area without increasing any pain. One more shoulder roll. And this time bring the shoulders forwards and then squeeze the shoulder blades back. Draw forwards again, rounding the upper back. Squeeze back. Forwards. Squeeze back, one more each way. Feel a little bit of warmth through the shoulders. And then relax. Clasp your hands together. You're going to exhale as you bring the arms up to shoulder height or as far as is comfortable. If you feel you can go a little higher, then go again up to your point where you might find a bit of tightness around the upper arm or around the armpit area. Keeping the upper body lifted. And using your sort of better side, if you've got a bit of tightness on one shoulder, to help lift and keep that mobility in the shoulder joint. Two more movements. Keep equally balanced through your sitting bones on the chair, upper body staying tall. Nice smooth movement. And then bring the arms down by your sides. In this position, make sure the shoulder blades are in a good posture, they're not rounding forwards. Stretch the arms down towards the floor, reaching the fingertips downwards. You're going to turn the arms inwards and outwards. Here you're going to rotate the upper arm bones in your shoulder joints, inwards and outwards. And you might find you've got some tight spots. Just move within those comfortable ranges. Smooth, gentle rotation. Keeping the upper body in a good position. As with lots of these movements, the more you do, tend to find you get a little bit more mobility. Structures sort of release and loosen, stretch. If there's any scar tissue, these movements can be quite gentle to encourage some better range of movement. 2 more, inwards and outwards. Lovely, keep the hands down by sides, palms facing backwards, and then you're going to press back and come back to your start position. So a slight squeeze between the shoulder blades sensation, but without popping your chest forwards. Push back with the palms of the hands, with a slight squeeze between the shoulder blades. Again, go as far as is comfortable. And this movement will stretch across the top and front of the shoulder. Get a little bit of mobility through the upper back as well. Lovely, 2 more. Keep long stretch through the arms. And then relax. Bring the arms up onto the tops and fronts of your shoulders. From there, you're going to turn your head to one side, and with the opposite arm, stretch and reach down towards the floor. Bring the arm back up. Turn the head, change direction. If you've got any nerve tightness here, it can be quite a nice release. But again, you're just getting a bit of neck, stretch and upper shoulder. Go as far as is comfortable. Turn the head. Stretch down. Don't let the other shoulder lift upwards. Keep level through the shoulder positioning. Last one. And keep the hands in that position. This time we're going to exhale as the elbows lift. Inhale as they lower. And again, try not to lean the body backwards. Keep that upright, long spine position. With any surgery or injury through the shoulder, you might find you get a little bit of a stretch underneath round the armpit area. Just go to that comfortable point. A stretch but not pain. Lovely, 2 more. And then keep the arms lifted halfway through that range, and this time we're going to twist to the side, come back to the middle, twist back the other way. If you find your arms do ache, lower them in between each twist, then come back up, twist to the side, back to the middle and lower. Otherwise you can keep them lifted and carry on with the upper body twists. If you do keep them lifted, you just get a little bit more strengthening through the shoulder as well as range of movement. 1 more twist each side. Arms start to get a bit heavier if you keep them lifted. Lovely, relax them down both sides for a minute. Just gently roll if you have got any tightness through the shoulders, and bend up at the elbows, keeping the hands, palms facing towards each other. Make sure the upper back position is lifted, and as you exhale, we're going to turn outwards and come back in. So you might find you can only go a half or quarter range out to the side, that's fine. Try and keep the movements even and smooth. Again, as you take the arms too far, don't let your shoulders pop forwards. So smooth rotation outwards and inwards, just for gentle movement. Perhaps change the hand position, so palms up. Two more of these. Get that feeling of stretching along the front of your collarbones and a gentle squeeze between the shoulder blades. And then you're going to bring the arms forwards, rounded slightly as though you're hugging a ball or a barrel, and you're going to lift one arm up as the other one lowers. So your lower arm might just tap on the top of your thigh or knee, and your upper arm perhaps eye line level. If you can go a little further, or if you find through your movements you get a little bit more range at the shoulder, just lift a little higher but keep the upper body position. Exhale on the lift, inhale back to the centre, exhale lift, inhale back. Nice smooth, steady, controlled movement. Trying to let the upper body round, keep the chest lifted. Two more, lift. And then last ones each side. Lovely, bring the arms down by your sides. Again, gentle, small roll through the shoulders